Yeah! I can reach between the desk and the drawer with this. With any luck... There! Success! There's an old key in the drawer. I'll take that. I bet it's important. Dr. Marcel kept it hidden in a locked drawer after all. This isn't the key to the trophy cabinet. But where does it fit, then? Let's see. Wow! That really worked! I vaguely remember Alfred. He was an extremely obnoxious boob, I'll admit that. But to think that he's dead now?
Edna? Edna? The kid was a klutz.
I know.
He was a jerk.
I know. I couldn't stand him.
An idiot. A moron.
A pimpled ulcer.
A bag of pus.
Dumb as a bag of nails.
Cry baby.
Butthead.
Goof.
Brain-dead mother-friggin' vomit-munching horse fornicator.
Edna?
I miss him.
I know.
Dr. Marcel will pay for this.
You think he's got something to do with this?
Look around you. It's obvious that this guy is insane. I know the recollection of what happened back then must be buried somewhere in my brain. This is exactly why Dr. Marcel is trying to erase my memory. And to think he's got the nerve to accuse my father.
We'll find the missing piece of the puzzle, Edna. I promise.
Alfred got this great bike from his father. Mine was from the junkyard. Nah, it smells like Dr. Marcel's aftershave. The wind is unfavorable. That's Alfred's homework. Alfred was a real nerd, and he never let me copy off him. What's this? Scribbled on the edge of the page. Mattis Conrad? That's my father's name. But it isn't his handwriting. Although somebody has made a great effort to copy it, obviously. Just a second. That's my handwriting. I don't get it. Why did I sign my father's name on the edge of Alfred's homework? Harvey, do you know anything about it?
Oh yeah, I can remember that day very well. That was the day I taught you how to forge signatures.
Can you remember this, Harvey?
Yes, indeed I do. You and Alfred had a private lesson with Mr. Hornbush. The lesson was utterly boring. And while Alfred did his best to follow, I taught you how to forge signatures.
Do you think we can go back there so I can learn it again?
That should be no problem. Are you ready?
Yeah. Temple morph me to the past.
As you wish. Hold on.
Oh dear. I really do remember, I'm afraid. This is Mr. Hornbush's math class. He was very strict and he always picked on me. Doesn't he look like one of the aliens in Star Trek? I'm afraid that if I don't pay attention, he'll lock me in the cupboard again. This is a riddle you have to solve on your own. Good luck, Harvey.
What does that piece of paper say?
Oh, it's a note from my father. He just forgot to put marmalade on my sandwich again.
We should venture out into the world.
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Let's go on a treasure hunt.
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Do you remember the skull?
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Hey, Edna, I spotted a letter in Mr. Hornbush's coat pocket. I'm sure it's part of a conspiracy.
Shh!
There's a hole in the cupboard.
Shh!
We gotta get you out of here.
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Math is god-awful. Let's skedaddle.
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Mr. Hornbush reminds me of the fish Mattis gave you for Easter.
Shh! Later, Harvey.
You flushed it down the toilet.
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna.
Look at that idiot.
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna.
Edna! 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 There's a Ferris wheel outside!
No, that's impossible.
I saw it!
That's not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair.
Mr. Hornbush! Mr. Hornbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
Edna Conrad, you keep interrupting the lesson. I'll give you an official warning. On the third warning, I'm putting you in the cupboard. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
Edna! 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 It's the warmest day of the year today!
Oh no. And I have to sit here pushing numbers around.
Mr. Hornbush! Mr. Hornbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
I have to ask you to behave, young lady. That is the second warning, Edna. Interrupt the lesson one more time, and I'll put you in the cupboard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hornbush. It'll never happen again.
How are you, Edna?
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Edna! 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 They have a new slide at the playground!
What? I've got to go there. I can't risk anyone breaking my record in slalom sliding.
Mr. Hornbush! Mr. Hornbush! Edna's talking to herself again, and I can't properly concentrate on my assignment!
Edna! That's it. Enough is enough. Into the cupboard. Come on, move it.
But...
No back talk now.
Can you reach the letter?
Sure. I can't make out anything. It's much too dark in here.
You could pass the letter through the hole. Then I can read it for you.
Good idea.
This is incredible. The letter is from Dr. Marcel, addressed to Mr. Hornbush. The doctor is paying him money to hold you back in school. And he stresses that under no circumstances are you to be allowed to leave class early. Especially, and this one's underlined, when the weather is good.
I can hardly believe it. Obviously, Dr. Marcel has been carrying out a personal vendetta against me for a long time. He'll pay for this.
This all seems a bit illogical to me, but I've seen it written in black and white.
We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Edna, there's a circus in town.
Great. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck in a cupboard.
Edna, there's a merry-go-round outside.
Great. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck in a cupboard.
Edna, swimming season's begun.
Great. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck in a cupboard.
Edna, there's a new ice cream parlor.
Great. Thank you very much. And I'm stuck in a cupboard.
I can make out a pattern. What's this piece of paper in your bag?
It's not really important. My father forgot to put out breakfast for me.
That's really strange with the letter, isn't it?
You said it, Harvey.
Alfred is an old snitch.
A snitching frog.
Maybe you should ask Mr. Hornbush to let you take part in the lesson again.
I can't believe that you, of all people, would say that, Harvey.
Why? We can wreak more havoc that way.
That, of course, is true. Mr. Hornbush!
Mr. Hornbush reminds me of the fish.
Shh! Late.
You flushed it.
Mr. Hornbush! Edna is snickering again!
Pull yourself together, Edna.
How are you, Edna?
Shh! Later, Harvey.
Isn't that your father's handwriting on the note?
Yes, why? It's just a little memo about my sandwich.
Well, how about we create our own little note for Mr. Hornbush? In your father's name.
You mean we'll forge his handwriting?
We'll just borrow it. After all, you have plenty of time in here to practice it. Or did you have other plans?
You're right. This really sounds like a good idea. Maybe I'll even manage to get out soon enough to enjoy the weather.
That's how you learned to forge signatures back then. You got so good at it that after a while you could forge anyone's signature, just by looking at it.
Yeah, I think I could still do that. I really hope this is going to help me. This classroom is not exactly what I call one of my favorite memories. Alfred built a snowman. Is that a tie on the snowman? Oh, Alfred, you're such a geek. This is Alfred taking ballet lessons. Not only did he look ridiculous in his outfit, but he also moved with as much grace as a sack of potatoes. He was a few sandwiches shy of a picnic. Even as a toddler, Alfred was ugly. Look, that's Poozy. Harvey couldn't stand him.
Poozy must kill Harvey. Poozy must kill Harvey.
Oh yeah, still his usual self, old Poozy. Hey, half of those are mine. Oh shucks, safety glass. Look at that! The diploma bears Dr. Marcel's signature. But how do I copy it from there onto this form? Okay. I think I could learn to forge this signature.
Sometime later.
That should do it. I can make an exact copy of the signature now. Very good idea. I'll just sign the form with Dr. Marcel's name.
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. And this object interaction you were talking about, is this happening in this room right now?
Are you even listening? All of us in here are nothing more than...
Hold on a second. Yes, what can I do for you? Why don't you come a little closer? This is the group therapy session for video game designers. If you don't have a signed registration, you can't attend.
I have a signed registration.
Very well then. Please have a seat with the others. Very well then. Please have a seat with the others. Would you, as a new member of our group, like to begin, please?
Yes, I'm ready.
Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself to the group?
If that's necessary. Hello, group. I am Flatula Buzzletwine.
Ah, I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
The Aztecs always ransack my fridge at night.
The refrigerator. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a haddock?
Mocha Octarine, polka dotted.
Polka-dotted mocha octarine? Well, well. The case is clear. You are constantly trying to tell me fairy tales. If you're not willing to work with me, I can't cure you. You'd better leave.
Puh, who needs her? Uh-oh.
Hey, it's prohibited to pass through here.
Can't you see I'm the newbie?
Always the same witty remarks, Miss Edna? Maybe the doctor should be less thorough when erasing your memory. You always come up with the same old tricks. What else you got for me? You have a special permit? You're just visiting? Or no, wait. You're not really even there, right? You know, I've really had it up to here with you. Alarm! Patient on the run!
What's going on?
What do you think? There's a patient on the run!
Where are all the others? Aren't Babbitt and Holger around?
Isn't that something you should know? I've been sitting here all day. I don't know what else is going on. But obviously, the whole building is in chaos since the doctor went out.
It's just, I've never dealt with an attempted escape before. Alright, I'll just put her in here with the others. That must be what I'm supposed to do. There, you stay here till the doctor is back.
Something seems to have gone patently wrong here. Hold it. Para-ornithological branch of the FBI, Special Squad. Sergeant Edna.
Druggle Jug?
Of course I can show you identification.
Druggle Jug.
You bet. Can I have access to the king now?
Druggle Jug.
Cool. Thank you.
Well. My scouts reported that you'd be coming. A new power, they said, is on the rise in the eastern realm of the recreation room.
What are you talking about?
So, you managed to overcome my god. Poor, devoted Druggle Jug. I will avenge him with your blood.
What?
But woe is me. My hand is weak, for the weight of a sword is far too much for me to bear.
Have I been temple morphed into the wrong game?
Before you usurp what my dynasty has achieved through the years, my castle, my throne, and my gold medal from the jigsaw puzzle contest, you will have to defeat me in a mental duel. Are you prepared for the challenge?
I am ready.
So be it. Let the joust begin. There's no turning back now. It's all or nothing. Victory or defeat. Glory or shame. Fish or cut bait.
You know how to create suspense.
I will ask you a question, and you shall give me the answer or perish.
All right. Just ask the question.
Well then, the question is heads or tails?
That's all? Heads or tails? That's the duel for the royal throne?
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. Have you had enough?
A golden medal? Genuine gold?
Of course. And that's not all.
Why? What else?
Well, all right. Just genuine gold. Nothing else. What were you expecting?
Well, I'll be gone then.
Cheerio! Well. You have returned to challenge me yet again, as I foretold. Are you prepared to suffer another defeat?
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads. Have you had enough?
Why must I always lose?
Do not blame yourself. There was a time when I too had to endure the same misfortunes as you. I tell nary a lie. I was a regular misadventurer. But then I went out for a walk one night. On the roof of the tower, there was a thunderstorm brewing. I opened my umbrella as a precaution, and my feet were immersed in buckets of water when I noticed that the TV antenna was crooked. Immediately, I took it upon myself to rectify the problem. What I remember next is seeing a dazzling flash of light. What exactly it was, I cannot fathom. But after that incident, I've never been off the mark again.
I want to try once more.
So be it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Tails. Have you had enough?
Well, I'll be gone then.
Cheerio!
Do you need a fork?
Definitely not. I'm managing a bar. I'm serving drinks here. And a fork just doesn't help people drink.
Do you need some more ketchup?
I've got plenty, thanks. How do you think I get the upper layer of my cherry banana smoothie so red?
Do you want my pot holders?
No thanks. Union rules dictate that I have to use greasy towels.
Maybe you should go to this therapy in my place.
I'd love to, but they won't let me anymore.
Does that mean you're cured?
Not exactly. I ate the therapist's dog. Yummy doggy.
Here, that was appalling.
What did you do with the contents? You didn't drink it, did you?
Of course I did.
Whoa! No problem. Just don't panic now. Do you know the number for the poison control hotline?
No, I have no idea.
Well, let's say you've taken the first step in that direction.
May I see your liquor license?
Of course! I always keep it in a safe place. Right next to the arm of the last cop who asked me for it.
It's not that important anymore.
Nice guy, that cop, but a bit careless with his arms.
A couple of patterns can't hurt. Hello, B-Man.
Hello, stranger woman.
I don't talk to men dressed up in a bee costume.
So your vocal cords are just vibrating out of boredom?
Mmm, yummy. And this exquisite hissing that accompanies the dissolving of dental enamel. The next exit is approaching.